Hey, great Thursday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas, and I'm back home. Actually, back in Brownsville, Texas, and happy to be back in Brownsville, Texas. Um, is always some people. A Roman is supposed to come on, but Roman, he's horrible. Does anyone have experience with Pez? How the hell do you put in a Pez thing into the Pez dispenser? Like, is there a right way to put in Pez? There, I put in the Pez. You bought it at the airport in Dallas. It's the beautiful day in the city of Brownsville, Texas. Let me say, um, got back last night from Los Cabos, and I suggest that no one ever visit Los Cabos. It is expensive as crap. It is probably one of the most expensive beaches that I've been to in Mexico, and I don't know if it's because it's California and they're called Baja California. There's nothing Baja about the cost of stuff in Los Cabos. Everything is superbly expensive, and everything they'll charge you as if you were a gringo. So they charge you in dollars. Again, $18 for a waffle, $16 for pancakes. They must be out of their freaking mind. I do not get it. Everything out there is in dollars, $25, $10. A taxi from our hotel, which was not even that far from downtown, to downtown, was like $10. I go like it's walking distance, but sometimes you just don't want to do much of walking. I sure as heck didn't want to do much walking after doing kayaking. Let me tell you, kayaking is fun. It is just painful, painful as crap. This last night I started to feel it in my hand. My hand started to feel like pain right there, and I don't know if it was because of doing this thing with kayaking thing. It's horrible, or I'm just getting old. You can see the redness in my nose and the redness in my face. Uh, I did get a little bit of sunburn, which is good, I guess. You get a little bit of color on the brown side. Roman is supposed to come on. He's sure enough taking his sweet time. Well, there he is. Sure took me
Yeah.
enough time.
Well, yeah, because you barely took forever to send me a stinking link, and I was texting with a reporter who was asking me for some information. So, um,
Like, what kind of information?
people that are running in Hidalgo County, and plus I had to brush my freaking hair. So there you go.
Who cares about Hidalgo County?
Apparently, people are reporters who want me to find out shit. So I did. Um, man, this thing is not coming down. Weird.
Are you still planning on moving to Hidalgo?
Yes, eventually. It just depends. I think just really depends on my wife and shit. Dude, what the hell, man? My hair's all messed up today for some reason.
It's always messed up.
No, it's not. Not always. Just today.
I
Probably
honestly,
because, huh?
I honestly can't remember a time that your hair looked normal.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. It is what it is, dude. Anyway, so I guess you're gonna do some podcasting with with Jerry and Bob today.
Yeah. But what the hell
That
is happening to my mic?
I don't know. Do you have it controlled to your? It's not connected.
Not connected.
Ah, I can't remember a time where your mic was connected. It made sense. Ah,
There goes.
man, seriously, like what the fuck? Oh, sorry. It's early, dude. I feel like I've been awake for a while, but I feel like it's still early.
There,
I
that's better, no?
Oh yeah, a lot better, dude. I can actually hear you, and I have to struggle with my old man ears. Anyway, so what's going on with the? So you're gonna do a podcast today? Speaking of bad
Yeah,
microphones, the non-existent microphones over there.
non-existent. And I tell him, I said, Cap, get yourself a damn
Microphone.
get yourself a damn
Um,
camera and a halfway decent, mic. I mean, they're not even that expensive, Roman. They're like
they're
60
not.
bucks.
Well, I mean, he did spend money on an air conditioner, and holy, I actually went there yesterday. I was eating lunch, and you could tell the difference. The air conditioning, it's great. It's not hot. I'm really happy for Bob. That AC really, it's like a whole new restaurant, like I told him. Even
Well,
the food tastes better. I'm just kidding.
the
It always
the
tastes good.
rug the rug's got to go. The rug stinks.
Is that what's the? I don't smell anything. At
Oh
least I
yeah.
definitely didn't smell anything yesterday.
Okay, you got COVID.
No, I smell a lot of stuff. Maybe because again, the air conditioner has a better filtering system, maybe, and it cools everything down. You don't even notice it. But
Have you
maybe you
noticed?
should tell him. You should tell him that, not me. I'm not going to tell him anything about his restaurant other than
Since
how
you're such
awesome it is.
a big old fan of Hidalgo, have you noticed how the numbers are going up? The COVID numbers.
It's a big county. People get sick. I don't. I'm not gonna live my life in fear when it comes to COVID anymore. So, like, what? This is just an excuse by the Democrats in Hidalgo County to close it up again? Yeah, close it up again so everybody can come shop in Cameron County.
I don't think anyone rushed off to Cameron County to do some
Well,
shopping.
I mean, if they're even allowed to leave their house, I mean, it almost seems like that's what they want. But they just ended the pandemic like a month ago. They actually made a big old deal where the county judge over there was all, "Oh, we don't have COVID anymore. It's over the pandemic," and then all of a sudden, boom, goes up. Who cares?
They just put out a news release I think 2 days ago.
Yes, I know, but I'm telling you, a month ago they signed something that said that the pandemic was over officially.
I mean, I'm just surprised that Cameron County hasn't been they're in line trying to do the same thing, uh, because I think Eder Hernandez has been out there, pub, posting on social media how the numbers are horrible here in Brownsville.
Well, that's great. Congratulations. Maybe more business for him.
Maybe the city will hire him again to
I
do
don't.
physical.
I don't. I
No,
doubt it. I doubt it. But
why?
whatever. I don't know. Maybe because he doesn't have friends in the city anymore. I don't know. Or maybe because the city's going to actually do something right for a change and not worry about a pandemic that doesn't exist anymore. And
No,
granted, I'm probably going to get COVID. I mean, you haven't even had COVID because you have I don't know how many booster shots or whatever. You're like, oh, whatever. Anyway, I'll probably end up getting COVID and I'll probably die. And be like, oh my God, you see, you to take it seriously. I take everything seriously. I'm a germaphobe for big deal. But I'm not going to.
did you ever get COVID?
Yeah, I got COVID like last December.
You got
Finally.
like 3 times, didn't you?
No, those were not COVID. You said there was COVID. But yeah, I got sick and there you go.
Good
Anyway.
morning. Good morning.
Oh, you have an inbox. Thanks for letting us know. What's in the inbox? How about instead of just saying inbox, and you tell us what you sent them so everyone knows. Don't keep
Yeah,
secrets.
I can't. I mean, I don't even know which inbox you sent it to. I've got like 7 accounts.
Mm, yeah, you gotta keep old Zuck guessing which account you're gonna use.
Puppy, send me a text. Send me a message, puppy, via WhatsApp, please. I don't know which one you sent it to. Let me put up my number. That's my number,
Okay.
Eric.
Yeah, just say it there. Okay. Anyway, so what's up with our taxes, man? Or
Well,
okay, so we want to talk about taxes, or do you want to talk about the ridiculousness that is our city commission and how everybody that's on the city commission that voted for some of the stuff in 2021 should resign like now?
yeah. Well, that's where I wanted to go with, and I was trying to do a segue, but of course you cut me off.
Yeah,
Uh,
because I know you have to leave anyway. Don't you have to leave for Bob's thing?
10 o'clock,
So you're gonna leave at 10 o'clock, even though things starts at 10 o'clock.
uh, 10 till 10.
Oh, it is a little. I mean, the big show. You need to leave the little show and go to the big show. Anyway, tell.
No,
Okay, go for it.
well, it you know, Roman.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's my
like
name.
one of the things that I think amazes me more is how individuals now they hear about this stuff and they'll go like, it's like I was telling someone like, guys, they just scammed us another $750,000, and people were going like, well, we're used to it, you know. And my question to you is, do people get so used to getting screwed over that they'll just grin and bear it?
I mean, they're like they're like the wives or the spouses or the husbands that get beaten up and they get used to it.
Like
They're like,
like
it's
me.
okay. He'll change, but he won't change.
That's
Whatever.
me.
That's you. You're in
That's
it. We are
that's
the voters of Brownsville are in a toxic relationship with the people that are in charge.
like me. That's why I'm seeing a therapist now. Actually, a couple of therapists.
Maybe if you stop wearing ashless chaps everywhere, maybe you know.
I've never worn them, but now I'm interested.
Maybe you wouldn't be in a toxic relationship.
Well, it's trippy because you know what? Now I lost another pound, and I was putting
Well, that's
on.
what happens when you don't. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
Well, I was putting on my 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 chaps, my buttless chaps. No, I was actually putting on my pants, and like, man, my butt is not looking so bad.
Oh man, that's really sad. You actually were able to see your butt. That's crazy. Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous that our city is used to it. I guess. But let's go back to what happened with the. Okay, look, I haven't read the audit. I'm going to tell you I haven't read the audit because, quite frankly, I don't want to be depressed. I'm depressed enough as it is. Listening to Erasmo be sad about a toxic relationship. I don't want to read an audit. It's going to depress me. But my understanding, based off randomness, complete randomness, is they voted for this in 2021. It was voted by the GPIC board of directors, right, to approve it, and
El Ramirez.
the GPIC board of directors were made up of the entirety of the city commission at the time.
Yes, 100%.
And they voted for this. And I think my understanding is the only person that didn't vote in favor of this was Nurit Golonsky, and she's no longer on the city commission. And so everybody else voted for favor because they're just like, oh, well, great. They want our money, and they're gonna do space stuff, and we're all into space. So yay, let's give you money. And I guess that's all you have to do at Osmo is maybe at Osmo you should rename your show and say Space Live or whatever, and go to the city commission and say, hey, I want to promote space, and they're going to give you $500,000. And I maybe I'm wrong, but maybe you can correct me. But my understanding is this is the person that they went with and gave all this money to has done this before.
Yeah,
Hello. He's done this
100%.
before, right? And
Yeah. Well,
nobody bothered to use the little thing called the internet to look for this stuff.
Roman, do you remember? I don't know if you remember when we were fighting Fly Frontera.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the same. M-
Oh, the same crap where they're like, "Hey, we're gonna fly to Mexico," and you're like, "You want to fly? Well, we want to fly to Mexico too." And they're like, "Well, you know what? If you give me all this money, I'll help you fly to Mexico." Oh my God, you will? Okay, let's give you money. And then we're like, "Dude, let's not give this guy money. It doesn't make any sense." No, guys, but he wants to fly us to Mexico. We're all we have to do is give him money, and he'll fly us to. What's wrong with you? Why are you being so negative? That's basically what happened. But thankfully, people rose up and said, "No more. We're not going to do this," and they were smart. But
well,
maybe it was because they didn't like the guy's politics, and that's the only reason they didn't give that guy money. I don't think maybe it wasn't really our talking about and everybody be united against this thing. Maybe it's because we were united with the people that didn't like this guy's politics.
it's kind of trippy, but the truth of it is, it, it's now just like become a constant, Roman. My question is, and I hate as much as people may say I'm a conspiracy, I hate going, you know, más allá than what we actually know. But it's like everyone in on this game. Like, is the mayor? Does the mayor know? Does the city commission knows that? Are they getting a cut from it? It's like this internet, high speed internet that we're supposed to get, and we paid what $90 million for it, $20 million up front, which was then we found out he was a school buddy of Trey Mendez, your attorney, former mayor,
Mm.
and and then the question is, well, was the mayor on the tape? Did he get a $1 million envelope under the table? What's the deal? I mean, you hate thinking that way, that they're all in the take, but doesn't it look like it, Roman? I mean,
Well, I
one
mean, the
after
city.
another after another after another.
I don't know how true this is, but maybe somebody at the city will correct you or me or something and just say, "Hey, that didn't happen." But I heard a rumor that there are certain members of the city commission that want to sell PUB to some Florida company, and they're using the same argument, like, "Well, we did the same thing with this high speed internet thing, so why can't we do the same thing with PUB?" And I mean, they're really like, "Hey, let's give away PUB this way." Um, I think I heard that happened, but thankfully, I think there's some people in the commission said, "No,
Well,
we're not doing that."
well, my issue is, Roman, is it such a bad thing to sell off PUB? I mean, would we be in worser hands?
Well, I don't
Like
know, but
corporate
apparently
America owning, corporate
Bob is
America
promoting
owning
it.
it.
Well, I mean,
I
Bob is
mean,
promoting it. Sorry.
well, again, my question is, would we be in worser hands with the corporate America in control of PUB than Eddie Trevino, this city commission, these individuals that continuously screw us over with
Well, I
it?
mean, is it possible that we're going to get all this money? That if we were to get rid of PUB, we get all this money. Look, all this money we get, and then our customer service sucks even more than it is already, as it is. That's the thing. The idea of having a local municipally owned or whatever thing is the local control and all these people. And
Roman, how could it suck any worse?
well, because you're going to have to not call Florida.
Well, how could it suck any worse? It's like you're calling Alaska right about now.
Well, then maybe. I
Into,
mean, they just
into
built a four-story whatever building, and what we're gonna do? Just like leave it there and not do anything with it? Look, I mean, I'm all for fixing PUB. There needs to be a fixing of PUB, but I'm not sure the solution is selling it to some company in Florida because certain members of the city commission seem to like it.
there is no fixing PUB unless every single board and committee in the city of Brownsville gets wiped clean. There's no fixing PUB, and we're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my opinion, let's try to get another company down here, somewhere centralized in the valley, and let them all compete for each other's.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind opening up the city so that we don't have to, we have a choice to be able to go whatever electric company we want to go to. I'm all for competition, but right now we're under monopoly. But the idea of selling a monopoly to somebody else so they could be the monopoly, I think it's a mistake. But regardless, I mean, but they're using the same argument of, hey, we did this with the light speed internet thing, which I think was a mistake. Like, well, why, because Spectrum and AT&T or whatever weren't going to do it. I think it's because is there really a need right now for this high speed internet in our city? Like the amount is, I mean, are we not satisfied with I mean, you can already get 500 megs per second speed with Spectrum. Do we
Right.
really need another 500 megs
Well, my issue is
to make it a gig?
again, I think it's all focused on an expansion and a growth that it's just not going to come into fruition. Look at all this craziness with SpaceX, and it's not SpaceX fault. I mean, SpaceX may be guilty of other things, but this issue with the city commission and our money going to crap, pissing away our money, has nothing to do with SpaceX. But remember, because of SpaceX, they all went on this space bandwagon where like hot dogs were being called space dogs, and grooming is space grooming or alpha pups. And no offense to Michael Rodriguez, but everything started to go like, well, let's name everything for space. Space toilets or space porta potties, and
Space balls,
poop here, and it'll come out of your
like
anus.
space balls.
Space
That's what it
balls,
is. This is Spaceballs. We live in Spaceballs City.
space.
That's what we do.
Everything is like going towards that, and people started to eat up this crap about flying taxis in the city of Brownsville. I mean, barely can keep with driving taxis. I mean, and when people are going like, that's what they're going to be space taxis. I'm going like, are you stupid?
Hey, I already told you that's very possible. That's still going to happen in the future. We're not there yet, but we're going to get
That's
there, and
in
that's what the
2025.
visionariness.
In 2025, in 2022, we
I
were
still
supposed
hold out hope.
in 2022 we were supposed to have package deliveries by hovercrafts here in the city of Brownsville. Didn't
That's it.
happen.
That's Back to the Future. That's like Michael J. Fox stuff, Erasmo. What's wrong with you? You're gonna
That's
use
baseball.
that's fake stuff. That's a
That's
movie.
baseball. That's baseball Brownsville. And
Spaceball City. There
and
you
just
go.
read I mean, what happened
And
to
who's Lord Helmet? Just wondering. Big
Trey,
helmet, Lord Helmet, big helmet, whatever.
Trey
That's Trey,
Mendez?
right? Yeah, I'm glad.
And we were
Who's Mel
supposed
Brooks and all this?
to,
The
what's his name?
Schwartz. Do you have a Schwartz ring?
It's Abraham Golonsky, I think, or something. But
Ah, don't say that.
I,
No. If
I,
that were the case, the Earth would have won. So stop it. Don't be like that.
I like Abraham.
I
It's
like
kind of
Abraham
crazy
too. He's a good guy.
because they all seem to think the guy I can't stand Abraham. Hey, this guy's a smart guy,
He's a
but
genius.
yeah, he's a genius. But again, may the force be with you. But
Yeah, the Schwartz. Schwartz.
may the force be with you.
Where's your ring?
You know, and then that what was it? That Paragon company? I mean, that black guy like banked, bro. He banked and he's gone.
Is he? What, did he show up in the audit? Because again, I haven't read the audit, so I don't know.
Yeah, they all did. Um, because everything was geared to space, 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 space. And I don't know if you remember, but Trey Mendez would come out and make out these big old posts like, "Y'all see, Erasmo's wrong. He's just being negative. Look at all this great stuff that's coming to the city of Brownsville." And people of Brownsville going like, "That's proof. That's evidence." And I go like, "No, that's saterio. That's the squirrel tactic. That's just an easier way for them to make more and more money because." This is the schooling that Trey got. You remember when he was trying to get those $200,000 from the city from BCIC, the city of Brownsville. He applied Roman for
Hmm.
$200,000 and was going to get it. Was going to get $200,000
But then you stopped it with the power of the Schwartz.
by the power of the Schwartz. 3 month company, Roman. A 3 month company qualified for $200,000, and the only difference between him and anybody else was that he was the mayor of the city of Brownsville. And he
Hmm.
had placed the Limas brothers on the BCIC board and all these other people like Linda Macias and all these other craps out there on these boards. They placed them on there, you know, purposely to get the votes, to have the
Hmm.
votes.
So,
And
but
this
let,
is
uh,
one of the reasons, one of the fights that I've had with some people is like, Erasmo, I'm on this board and I'm on this other board and I'm not part of the corrupt. I'm like, I'm not saying everyone on the boards is out there with their hand in the cookie jar, but I guarantee you, Roman, that they have a majority sitting on all those boards and committees that are favorable to them.
I don't know. All I know is that every single person on the city commission that was on there in 2021 needs to go, and you need to resign. You did not do your due diligence, not only as board of director to GBEC, but you did not do your due diligence as city commissioners that you're duly elected for. You're elected at a higher standard. You failed us. You failed the city in your inability to do simple research on the internet. You have it on your stinking phone. I'm sure you travel on your Steam. I've seen video of these morons on video texting while the meetings are going on. So I know you have a phone, and I'm pretty damn sure you have a phone that's connected to the internet, and you couldn't even use that to find out. Maybe I should find out who this guy is who wants to get a $500,000. And my understanding is originally they wanted to give him $1.5 million, and somehow or another they lowered it. I guess we should pat you on the back for not giving him $1.5 million. Pat, pat, pat. I'm not going to, but maybe somebody else will. Maybe they just need more massage. Who knows? But you all need to resign. You need to go. Like, and then we should have a new election, and so no new rats can be able to become members of the city commission. Great. That's all the city is, right? And you ask me why I don't move to Hidalgo, why if I'm going to move to Hidalgo, maybe I should. Like now,
We're having
like
flying
pack up and
taxis
leave.
and hovering buses.
Hovering buses.
And also likes black guys. I like some black guys. I like a lot of black girls.
It's like all these. Hey, we're going to have electric buses. Really? on our roads? You know that electric buses are heavier than regular buses? No, Roman, but it's
with
going to
our
affect
street,
the environment.
with our streets.
Like they're gonna be like they're super freaking heavier. And then they're like, well, and then I think Channel 4 or 5 or one of the stupid liberal whatever news things,
Or
you're gonna no, I think it was Channel 5 we did the story where they were talking about if you have an electric vehicle, regular electric car, you're gonna be paying more because you're gonna be not paying the gas. No, you morons. The reason that they're paying more is because of they're heavier. They're heavier than regular cars, so they do more. Oh, I don't know, wear and tear on our roads.
well, I think it'd be funny, Roman,
That's what
that
they're.
I think it'd be funny if there was like an electric bus and a lot of folks on there, and then it started to rain, and it started to flood, and everyone got electrocuted.
That would not be funny, Erasmo. That would not be funny at all. You like making fun of things that are just not funny. I would not find
If
humor in such
you
things.
it'd be hilarious. Like, because
Erasmo, sometimes I truly hate you.
we have a flooded we
I
have a flooded
truly
problem,
hate you
folks,
sometimes.
and we're going to have electrical buses and people getting electrocuted on.
I'm laughing more at your face than what you just said. All right. Okay. People are going to think we're horrible human beings.
They already
Horrible
think
for laughing at
Roman,
something like that.
I think they already hate us.
They do hate. Yeah. I mean, they're already mad at us because we're. How dare you, Roman? How dare you talk about taxes and question things like that? Nobody understands taxes, Roman. Why would you? Why just vote in favor of taxes or more and more taxes? It's great.
I,
Don't you care
I
about the children, Roman? I'm like, I don't.
children.
The
I think
children.
I think Juanita cares about Texas.
Who?
Juanita
Oh, Juanita. Well, Juanita cares about a lot of things, I guess. She even
doesn't
cares
understand
about.
government.
No, I mean, she does also apparently care about the Uvalde shooter. She essentially said that essentially, this is my interpretation of what she said, but that he's like a victim of a Texas school system that failed him, and therefore,
Was she
no,
on the
no,
school
this is the
board?
logic of the woman. What?
Was she on the school board?
Well, no, she said she was trying to say it was devastating what happened with the Uvalde shooter, and that he was only 18 years old, and maybe we should have had counseling for them to catch him, and that's why and then she segues into, and that's why I filed this bill. This bill, that counselors in the state of Texas, there's one counselor for every 700 students, and you're like, that's and when I was a counselor at an immigration shelter, I only had 24. And I'm like, well, yeah, because you were a mental health counselor. And these other counselors are just, they're academic counselors. Their purpose is to help your kid have the right schedule so they can graduate. That is what an academic counselor is. And they have 700 students. And you're pointing it out, Juanita. Oh, well, because I filed the bill so that we would have social emotional learning, and we would get mental health for these counselors, for these students, by counselors who would then have to be able to get into your children's heads. And you're like, wait, but didn't you just tell me that there's one counselor for 700 students and they're already having trouble doing that job, and now you want to add even more job? You're now going to try to hold them responsible for crazy kids and crazy people that apparently, like this guy, that Uvalde shooter? I mean, really? But yeah, that's what she wants, because I guess the shooter was a victim of a system that's failed him, and she wants to fix that system. She's a fixer at Osmo,
Fix it, Roman.
I guess.
Have you tried Ibadas Tamales and Alton Glory? Damn, they're good. I
No,
actually was in. I don't know if someone invited me. I know I have to go to Ibarra's Tamales to pick some up. Also, have to try the chicken on Alton Glory. Can't remember the name of it. It's over there by the subway. Can someone send me information? I'm supposed to go
chicken.
try the chicken as well. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
chicken.
Chicken.
Porque cuando éramos pobres allá en Washington comíamos chicken.
Oh, I don't even know what that references.
That's those Mexican kids that grew up in Washington that went that supposedly they're singers or something, and they were out there like dissing Mexican food, and saying "Yo no sé Spanish," and like they did a Selena. I think they tried to do a Selena with her interview with Monterrey or something. I don't know, some crap.
Okay. Why are you mad that I hung out with Ted Cruz on Monday?
I don't care.
You were mad. You're like, you're a Ted Cruz lover hanging out with him. And you're mad because I hung out with him and not with you on Monday?
Well, let me tell you, what is more important, Roman, to the
Hmm.
community, to the people of Brownsville? You out there kissing Ted Cruz's butt?
I'm not kissing it, but he's my friend. I've known
You've
him for
always
years.
kisses, but always. Or coming on and informing people of what the hell is going on
Oh, I
with
don't know.
their
Maybe
problem.
talking to Ted about, hey, this is what's going on in Brownsville and this is what we
Ted,
need and having a relation. That doesn't matter?
Ted
Really?
doesn't give a rest behind about Brownsville, nor
Well,
does Governor,
maybe he should care about Brownsville, and that's why he hangs
nor,
out. And that's why he's
nor,
like, hey, Roman.
nor does Governor Abbott, nor does anybody else out there at
Oh,
in
I
Austin,
use
Texas, the state capital, because people here don't vote and they don't
that,
care.
that. That's probably true. That's probably true. But they need to get our votes. That's probably true.
No,
That people that
they need
nobody
to.
cares about Brownsville because we don't vote. That's probably true. Nobody cares, and
That's
that's why
very.
he was in Mercedes, not in Brownsville. But no, it's because it was central to the valley, and this was his first event as a
I've
candidate
heard
for election.
this.
Mhm.
I've heard this directly from our state representatives up in Austin. People don't vote. Why should we care? As long as they have their little block out there, they don't care.
Of course, they don't care. That's why they want. That's why they have lower turnout and all that stuff. So whatever.
Hey, Ron, sorry, I'm just not going to be able to make it in a bit, but I'm still here playing with my first cousin who has been a little bit sore. I got some stuff to do that I was thinking of, and I was trying to see if I could go to the hood. You had a date with Cesar or what?
I don't know what he was talking about. I don't know who this guy is.
Cesar. I'm kind of a little bit jealous. You're hanging out with Ted Cruz and Cesar Castillo.
I don't know who the hell this guy is. I don't know why he's like, sorry, bro, I'm not gonna make it. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
I haven't been able to hang out with either one of them.
I don't even know who this guy is. So
Except when we
whatever.
were in Cancun. When I was in Cancun, I was with Ted Cruz in Cancun during the freeze. Remember the freeze?
Mm.
You don't remember the freeze?
No, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Roman, the freeze that hit
Yeah, I
Brownsville.
know the freeze. I'm being stupid. I'm being funny. What the hell?
Being stupid.
MLP? What does MLP mean?
Me la pelas.
You answered
Estaría tan
it.
bueno el gallo. And by the half picture I see, trust me, boy, you're going to have to pay for anyone to get de la pele, papi.
Mm. Anyway, let's talk about the taxes thing because I want the taxes that are. Can maybe you can explain it since you were a BSD board member? Can you explain to me how is possible for a city commission and a school board to only lower our taxes as little as they did, considering that our appraisals in our city went up like chingos? Like
Well,
seriously, explain that to me. How is it? I mean, houses went up like 50% or something.
Roman, I've been screaming about this for years, because a
Mhm.
lot of people here in the Brownsville are just plain dumb. And the other day, it was some time back, I had a discussion. So I was like, Erasmo, you're full of crap, which might be true. I said, well, why? He says, well, you're out there saying that we're going to get screwed with this taxes things. And look, they lowered our taxes by 3%. It's right here. It's in the paper. It says that they lowered our tax by 3%. I'd be like, okay, well, let's wait till you get your tax statement, your tax bill, and then you tell me how much you saved. They come back afterwards. They go like, damn it, I'm paying $3,000 more in taxes. They go like, how's that 3% doing for you? Roman, it doesn't make a matter that they'll
Mhm.
lower your tax rate by 2%, 1 point something percent, 3%. I think it's
Mhm.
69.69 that they lowered it or something crap like that. It doesn't matter if they've appraised your value to a point that you're still going to be paying more. They're still banking, but they made you believe that you came out the victor in this thing, Roman.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's what they're saying. They're like, oh, like like the BISD saying, oh, it went down 18%, 18 cents. It went down 18 cents. You see, we lowered your tax rate, but even still, even though they lowered it 18 cents, how is it possible that our appraisals went up 40, 50, 60%? Some people went almost double, and yet you were only able to find 18 cents lower, which that one was down to 18% when it comes to your tax rate. Or even the city that they were 69 cents, and it went down to 61 cents.
Do you know how often there's a town meeting,
What?
like a town hall meeting or like a
Like,
city commission meeting?
like the city, you can go online and look at them. They have the agendas. You can even
Yeah,
get. I think they can even email you the agendas if you sign up
good
for them.
morning, good morning, good
What's
morning.
up, Nick? But
Um,
regardless, I mean, 69 cents to now 61 cents, which boils down to, I want to say, 11 or 12%. So they were able to lower 12% your tax rate, but you're still going to pay more taxes. You're still going to. And they're like, well, the homestead exemption. What about the homestead exemption? Yeah, that only applies to schools. There's no $100,000 homestead exemption when it comes to the city. You still got to pay the full rate. You're screwed. Your appraisals went up. The tax rate didn't go down as much. You're still going to end up paying more taxes. The entire city is going to pay more taxes. But hey,
screwed.
but Roman and Erasmo, it's a tax decrease. You're going to pay less. And then the stupid people on the BISD, they're like, well, we want to give you more. We please, can you give us like 4 cents more of a tax rate because we want to pay the school teachers? You're like, so you're already giving us a tax increase that you call a tax decrease, and you want us to vote for an even bigger tax increase. I
Well,
don't understand it. I know I've
well,
posted about it, but you people are stupid if you think that. I mean, no, they're not stupid. They know what they're doing. They know that they're going to be all the little teachers, or they're going to come out and they're going to vote in November. They're like, yay, they're going to give us a raise. I'm going to vote in favor of it. And then what's going to happen is the state is going to give you a raise. They're going to give you a
yeah,
raise. And then anyway, and on top of that, the BIC was already going to give you a raise, even if we voted against it. And then they're going to use that 4 cents. They're like, well, you know what? We don't have to give. This is my imagination. Maybe I'm being crazy. Probably crazy. Let's just say I'm crazy.
you are
That
crazy.
I'm probably crazy. They're going to use that 4 cents. Well, now we don't have to use that money for the tax rate. So what are we, the salary increase? So what are we going to use this new increase in taxes we just did? Hey,
Well, it makes absolutely no sense. I liked one of the posts that you included. I don't remember where you. I don't know if I saw you share it from your Roman Perez show page. Or I don't know, whatever. But
mm.
in regards to, they're saying that you were going to get. They're doing this to give you a raise, but they'd already said that they were going to give you a raise
Yeah,
anyway. So
they already said, they said a month ago, 2 months ago, it was in the paper. It was either in the paper or Channel 5, one or the other. They said, even if we don't get what we want, which is a tax increase, even though they claim a tax increase, even if we don't get that, we're still going to give it to them. We're still going to give it to them. We're going to find a way to do it because we care. We care. We're members of the board. We care about our employees, and they're so special, and we want them to be happy and satisfied. You're going to give it to them anyway. You're going to give them a
well,
raise anyway. So why
let
give
me
it the
say,
tax? Well, no, Roman, we don't want to leave $10 million on the table. If we don't raise taxes, we're not gonna get $10 million. Well, then don't get $10 million. You don't need
you
to get
know.
$10 million. Well, no, if we don't get the $10 million, somebody else is gonna get. Well, let them get the $10 million. We don't need the $10 million.
Hmm.
It seems like every single school district in the valley is gonna have a tax rate increase because these stupid Democrats down here can't stand the fact that we're gonna get a tax cut.
It makes no
So
sense.
allegedly, it's an alleged tax cut, and I'm going to say alleged tax cut. We're not going to see it. We're not going to see
It,
anything.
it makes no sense. Roman, do you know Felipe de Jesus Coria?
No,
Coria? He's running
no.
for constable. I think it's precinct 2. If anyone out there knows Coria, tell him that I'd like to have a sit down talk with him.
Oh,
Interested.
is he the guy that with the Correa 2024 with the
Yeah,
little thing? That guy. So we finally know what he's going to run for. He's going to run for
yeah.
precinct 2. Wow,
Oye, usted ha aprobado. No la tuya, papi. Eso, that's for sure.
dude, man, this guy is like it's weird. First he thinks he was going to hang a meeting with me, and now he's doing that. Like, is he
Maybe,
okay?
maybe he was gonna give you the grande gruesa
I
venida.
don't even know what he's talking about because he's weird. Like he's kind of weirding me out
He,
here.
he's hitting on you, so
I don't know. He's definitely hitting on you. I'm just a little uncomfortable. There's
no,
only one person that's here to hate on me, and that's Erasmo. And he ain't ever gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get
well,
it.
he's the one that said that you and him were going to have a
I don't know what he's
venida.
talking about because I don't even know who the hell this guy is. I
Yeah, that's what
I
you're
don't
saying
know.
now.
He's off.
Edward
Oh,
Landa.
yeah. That's what I'm saying now. I even before I didn't even know who this guy is. So anyway, so let's go.
Uh,
Mm.
Cesar.
Anyway, let's go. So let's go. Let's continue talking about this wonderful taxes that they're gonna do. They're
No,
gonna so
it
you
makes no sense.
yeah. That doesn't. But they're gonna vote. We're gonna vote in favor, and I bet it's gonna pass because we're dumb. I mean, we're the same people that if it wasn't for Harlingen, we would have this arena. They're gonna vote in favor of this arena, just like they voted for Roman. We're gonna have indoor graduations. We need to vote for it, Roman. And I'm like, no, we don't. Let the people that want the arena pay for it and let them make money off the arena. It's called the private sector. We, the
It's
public,
never
don't have to do that crap.
it's
No,
never going to
Roman, you don't understand. It's important for the growth of Brownsville. It's on the outskirts of Brownsville. It's over there by
absolutely
Los
not.
Fresnos. It's not even part of, you know, I don't remember. I don't know if we talked about this, but that arena was not going to be in BISD territory. It
No,
was going to be in Los Fresnos territory. But
unaware.
yet BISD was out there. Hey, we need to vote for it so we can have indoor graduation. Like, it doesn't benefit you. It BISD. It benefits Los Fresnos. What are you trying to do? Make Los Fresnos better? Make Los Fresnos great again? Even though I don't know about again, but whatever. Morning, Tavo.
That was a good guy. Roman, I got to go head off to the big show.
The big show. Oh, I just so you know, I heard that Jerry's very, very prepared for this interview. He's going to talk about a bunch of stuff about other. What is he going about? Oh yeah, the amount of alcoholism in our youth or whatever. He's prepared with facts and figures.
Jerry,
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Jerry should be the poster child for all
He's
drinking and all drugs.
he has his talking points ready to go at Osmo. He's ready to go.
I'm going to
That J-
slam him on this.
I don't know. He's ready to go. But I
Hey,
mean, I wouldn't be surprised they bring up the fact that Erasmo, you should be talking about drunk driving because you drove drunk, Erasmo. That I'm just waiting for that to be said.
well, they could say it all of that, but
Wait, can I? Yeah, I haven't had a chance to say this. I'm really sad. I did message Coach Tino and let him know that I'm my condolences on the passing of one of his kids
oh,
and stuff like
it was
that. And
horrible.
it's
It
horrible
was
what
so
happened
so
to them.
horrible, so horrible. Very 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 sad situation, and I actually got a little bit of flack from the St. Joe people, like, and that's why you posted the names of the students. I go like, that came from inside the school. I mean, how the hell am I going to know the name of the students that were involved in the accident that were in the ICU? It had to come from the school, folks. So don't be pissy off with Erasmo Castro. Go be pissy off with the school. Again, it's just public information. It's
Mhm.
nothing private about it. Anyone out there that's involved in an accident, the names are going to come out, Roman. Doesn't matter what age they are, they're going to come out. And as
Mhm.
soon after the post, I think a couple of hours later, everyone out there was out there, sending condolences to this kid, which they should, to the kid's family. Horrible situation. So stop pissing on Erasmo Castro's parade, guys. It's not Erasmo Castro's fault. I'm just a messenger. I'm not producing this
Would they have
information.
gotten, I'm just curious, would they have gotten mad at Channel 4 or 5, 23 or
Oh no,
whatever, or
of course
Televisa?
not.
They would have announced it. They would
No,
have gotten mad at
no,
them. I'm just
no,
wondering.
of course not.
But
They would have.
regardless, look, I mean, my condolences are to them. They're in my prayers. I just can't imagine what they're going through.
Do, you,
You
do
know,
Catholics pray?
yes, at Osmo, we pray. We actually have the Blessed Sacrament. You don't. You just have a little Bible with words. We have more.
Bible with
Well, yeah, and you know what? Don't even have all the words because you don't have all of the books.
it's funny because the other, oh yeah, the apocryphal,
Yeah, the ones that actually, the ones that matter in referencing to the
that
New Testament,
absolutely
they
mention
do.
nothing about
Yeah,
God or the Holy
oh,
Spirit
I'm
or
sure. I'm
anything.
sure. Yeah, I know.
They don't.
I'm sure.
Roman,
Yeah.
I challenge you to go to the
It's fine.
apocryphal.
They have references to the New Testament that you can't find in the Old
I,
Testament that you have,
I
and that's what
you have
happens
the
because you don't have
you
the
have
full
the
book. It's okay. I
yeah
understand. I
you
get
have
it.
you have the Macabeos, which are history. I challenge you, Roman. Challenge you
Mhm.
openly and publicly. I challenge you to go read through the Libros Apocryphos
Okay.
and find where they make
Then why
reference
is
to
Job?
anything they want.
Job is not a real character, not a real person, right? So
Who?
why Job is you have the book of Job? Do
Of
you have it?
course,
But is
of
that a
course,
real thing that all that stuff really happened? Really?
of course, it
Did it?
did.
Really?
It had
Job's a
to.
real okay. I'm just wondering. Oh, Job's a
It's
real.
had to.
I thought it was just like a made up character thing, but maybe I'm wrong.
No,
Okay.
you're wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Mm.
usually, like when you find a story without specific names out there, then you might want to say, and maybe I give you benefit of the doubt if it was just Job that's mentioned, but also the three friends were mentioned by name. Didn't have a need to mention them by name. They could have called them anything other. One of the things that I love about Job is how they mentioned all these amazing creatures that and a lot of the stuff geography that a lot of people would go like ah, and then you go like oh yeah it could exist like
Mm.
Levithian. You know about Levithian, right?
The Leviathan.
Well, Levithian, Roman. There's only one person here that studied Greek.
Okay. You're right. I've never studied Greek. I have studied a Greek salad though. Does that count?
It might. If you had it with Greek yogurt, definitely.
I mean I have studied a little bit of ancient Greece. Does that count? No,
I was
no.
I was actually waiting for someone to correct me because it was actually written in Hebrew American, not Greek, but didn't happen, so it's good. Uh,
Mm. Anyway, okay, you got your little powwow meeting with Bob, and well, say hi to Bob for me, I guess. Anyway, I by the way, I went to eat at a restaurant yesterday. It was delicious. It was great. I highly recommend Captain Bob's to go have lunch or something.
oh, that's
I
not
may go have lunch or I may have go over and eat lunch with him tomorrow today. I may
go
go.
right now. Let's go have a
Mm.
brunch. Sir.
Shoot, I'm
Good
not gonna
morning,
go.
Felipe.
Yeah.
Good to see you, man. And let me tell you, I kind of like I don't know about Roman. I kind of like the 2024, and people go like Korea 24, but it did stick to a lot of people's minds. A lot of people like Korea 2024, 24. That was kind of smart. Plus, it didn't infringe on anything political, so it was good. I thought it was
Korea,
kind of cute.
I thought it was like Corriendo 2024. I'm like, what? But he didn't have enough money for the for all the letters, you know.
No, but it was smart because it embedded it. It had
Korea, like he ran. He ran in 2024, but that's
corría,
not the future.
corría y luego dejé de correr. No, but it stuck
That's
to a
what
lot of people's minds because I
it,
see these flags. I think they're like in the Texas flag colors or something. Or
yeah, 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 yeah. Otherwise, known as
Korea
red, white, and blue.
2024.
Yeah.
And we're like, I've seen those colors before, but Korea 2024. Oh look, he's got it right there on his picture. Do you see it on his like little
It didn't
lapel?
show. For some reason, it didn't show up on my screen. I don't see the
But
picture or
Roman,
whatever.
is it the is it the Texas flag or the
I can't see it. It's all grayed out for me for some reason. I don't know why.
Or the Chilean flag? Remember that one?
Oh yeah, Juanita, pobre Juanita. Chihuahua, Juanita. Oh, you know what's funny? A friend of mine was telling me, "Hey, Roman, you know that Janie, what who I call Juanita, no longer goes by Jane Lopez on her personal page." I'm like, "Wait, what? She doesn't?" She's like, "Yeah, she only goes by Janie Lopez." Oh, maybe because she got tired of me making fun of the fact that she goes by Jane Lopez, and so for I call her Janie Juanita Lopez. I guess she
Juanita
doesn't want me to
Lopez.
call her Juanita. I'm still gonna call you Juanita, because it
Chile.
sticks. You know that people in the ledge actually call her Juanita now, and not to her face.
Roman,
It's funny.
have a
All
great
right,
day,
talk
man.
to you
Take
later.
care, man.
God bless. I'll see you
You gonna be
later.
on tonight,
No, no, no. I'm not going to. I'm gonna watch football.
Roman?
It's football. It's college football season. I gotta watch football. Football. They love. If I don't watch football, who's gonna watch football?
That's true. Guys, have a great day. See you tonight at 9 p.m. God bless.